So the show was called Janus because Janus was the Roman god of the doorway. He was the gateway. And he looked forward and back. He had two faces. So I was originally going to call the show Forward and Back. And then a friend said, well, call it Janus. Janus, by the way, is the name of the god that gives us our word January. Some of my favorite pieces are the newest ones. The Fitzwilliam Woods, the Woods in Fitzwilliam, and the Grandmother Tree. And I think the Grandmother Tree is probably my favorite. I think what I like to do best of all is draw. And I have a number of sets of watercolor pencils so I can draw, and then I can add water to them afterwards, make them into watercolor, or when they're dry I can go back and draw over them, and I just keep going. Doing watercolor is very different because sometimes it's building up and sometimes it's just sort of doing it, letting it happen, and knowing at the right point to do something else to it. I love looking at artists' drawings and looking at their marks, the kind of marks that they make, and I certainly learn from that, and that gives me a certain amount of inspiration.